Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Around the World. We are in Lukla. As you can see, I've got this fixed. The problem with the grass and everything was that FTX vector elevation correction, so I had to turn that off, and as you can see, it now works. Not sure if that's a twin otter, or one of those, what is that, Plottis PC-12? I think those are like the two, not the only two, but I think like the main two planes that come up here. There's one other one I can't remember that's used a lot as well. As you can see, we missed this part of the scenery because we had the grass coming out here. So we actually parked. Remember, we parked over there. I have no idea if that's really like a parking area. Because as far as I know, this is the only actual parking area. They say that like when planes get here, a lot of times they're only allowed to be here for like 15 minutes because there's only like, I think, you can only get 4 parked here, I guess. And during the season, I guess they have a lot of planes coming in because they're bringing all the climbers and supplies and everything that are going to be climbing Everest. With that, we are going to be going to Calcutta, I believe is West Bengal, India. So fuel tank selectors are on. Go ahead and turn the battery on. Everything else is off. Everything's pushed in. Nav and beacon. It's from the avionics and generator. Fuel boost is going on as well. I'll pull back here so I can get to this thing easier. It's not what I wanted. Alright, because I can't get to the fuel. There we go. I'll do it this way. The starter. Put this into a low idle. There we go. And I'm not going to move this all the way up to full because we are at such a high altitude. I'm going to bring it back some. We need to have it thinned out. We're at 9,000 feet. I'll bring it back to about right there. Get that starter off. There we go. Fuel boost is off as well. Prop auto heat. We'll turn that on in the pitot heat. Dang, I gotta go. I got so many camera views. I gotta go around them. So we'll hit the traffic. What runway is this? 24. 26. Sorry. We're going to be going to the south. I gotta turn the other avionics on. There we go. Head south.
Victor, November, Lima 2, traffic, Cessna, taking off, runway 26, departure to the south.
Alright, I didn't do the taxiing to the runway because we're basically there. Landing lights, taxi light is also on. I'll go ahead and turn on the strobe. Like I say, we're basically here. I'm going to put out 2 notches of flaps. Turn our heading to 260. I'm not sure if the exact... There we go. The exact heading of the runway 260 will be fine. Alright. So I don't know if we're supposed to go to the right a little bit and then cut back. I'm kind of worried that we don't have enough room, but I'll try it. Because I know we want as much room as basically possible. Although if twin otters and everything can make it, we should be able to make it just fine. See if it's... I noticed on the replays it looked odd. I think that could have been also because of that FTX vector elevation correction. Alright. Go ahead and advance the throttles. Held on to the brake just a little bit. Actually, I can go full throttle because of our elevation. Yeah, there we go. We actually lifted off just before the end of the runway. Alright. Where do one notch of flaps. Head down this valley. I'm not sure exactly where we should go after that. There's one big ass mountain. We ain't going over that. That's for damn sure. Alright. Flaps are fully retracted. I am going to go full throttle. Pick up a lot of speed here. And I don't know if we need to go all the way out and then cut around or what. We might be able to cut through here. I'm going to try and gain a little altitude. We're at 10,000 feet, so I'll leave everything. I'll turn off the taxi light, but I'll leave the landing lights on. Even though you technically don't have to, but we're in such a tight little area. If other planes were in the area, then that would be helpful. Although there is nobody in the area, but you know. So we technically could cut right over there. It's probably safer to go through the valley. Although sometimes it is a little more fun to risk it. We see the direct desired trek, sorry, is 163. Yeah, 163. So let me turn that around to 163. Shoot, I was going the other way. See, I'm trying to fly with one hand. I just realized we were climbing insane. We're doing something like 3,000 feet a minute or something. Less our speed. So I don't like flying with one hand. So I think we'll be going up to about 22,000. That'll keep us plenty high. So we don't have to worry about too much of the mountains. We eventually be getting out of the mountains, and then we're pretty much free. There's not a whole lot of mountains in between us. I think we should cut over here. Or here. We're actually back on track. We just need to go to the left a little bit. Well, we could even wait until we get out of the mountain range. I'm trying to trim this thing. Go ahead and turn on the autopilot. Heading and also vertical speed. Let's put 800 feet a minute. We'll see what that does to our speed. Our airspeed. Now that we're above the mountains, I'll go ahead and turn off the landing lights. So we're actually pretty much damn near on track. So we don't even need to adjust that much. It looks like we're actually going to eventually come back in line. Let's take a look outside. Looks good. I still don't know which mountain Everest is. That kind of looks like the highest peak, but then you got that as well. And that. I'm guessing it's over here. I could be wrong. It's been known to happen. We're so sure that these villages exist. But not so certain that they don't. So obviously somebody lives there. We're around here, obviously. I don't know how you get to there, exactly. Fly to Lukla and then hike. I don't know if there's any roads. This kind of an area. Alright, speed is pretty good, so we'll keep it at 800 feet a minute. Until we get up to 22,000. Actually, 22,000, the mountains are all so much lower that I don't think we need to go to 22,000. Let's just go to like 18,000. Yeah, no real reason to go any higher. Don't even technically need to go to 18,000. Alright, well, we're on our way. Let's check out the distance. 351 miles, so not too long. Hour and 43, but our speed will increase maybe a little bit, not a ton. It's actually less than that, so I'll go ahead and speed it up, and be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, just slowed it down. We are flying over a big city. I have no idea where this is. I was actually wanting to go into Dhaka, but a FlightSim commander couldn't find Dhaka. Said it didn't exist. So we're going to Calcutta. Need to expedite our descent a little bit. I'm going to slow it down a little as well. We need to get down. And let's go ahead and hit up Calcutta. We're only about 21 miles or so shy of it, so we need to get down.
Calcutta Tower, Cessna is 19 miles north with Lima to land. Cessna, Calcutta Tower, airport is currently IFR.
Come on, man. Asia? Daggone it. Alright, well, so he doesn't disturb us, because we're going to land there anyway. Get to tell him. Alright. Then go ahead and flip on the landing lights. Taxi light as well. Might as well. Alright. We're still going fairly quick. Let's go ahead and hit up the map. And we'll see what runways we got. I wish I could pronounce it. I have no idea. Alright, and we're headed south, so we'll probably take 19 left. It's got ILS. We don't need that huge runway, but might as well. Alright, so 19 left. 110.3. 110.3. Moving the wrong one. There we go. 10.3. We'll go ahead and activate that. Forgot the course. So 187? I can't remember. Yeah, 187. Alright. So just our course 187. Alright. So let's head out to the left a little bit. You can see the glide slope. We are well below it. Above it still. About 16 miles out, so we can get down. Like 16 miles out. Maybe this is. Are we at Calcutta? Is this the actual city of Calcutta? I would imagine so many of these cities over here are large, so it very well could be. Just bring in our range. Wish I could actually see the runways, but I can't. I'm going to get out to the left a little bit so we can make a better approach in. Down to 7,700 feet now. I'll expedite it just a little bit more, because we really do need to get down. Just a little bit more. I let it go a little too far before I descended, so that's why we're in the predicament now. Probably head out to the left just a little bit more. Make a longer approach in anyway. Alright, 6,300 feet. We are 11 miles, it looks like. Yeah, 11.6 out. But we're heading, I think, to the left enough that it'll help a lot. I'd like to be down almost 2,000 feet more. Oh well, we are descending rapidly though. Give us that. And we're only 10.3 out now. Obviously, you can't see it over here. Too many clouds. It sucks that so many airports over here are freaking IFR. I don't know, maybe we should do that on our next flight. Go IFR instead. It doesn't really matter. I mean, what do we need freaking permission? I don't know. We're just going around the world. Okay, I don't want to get too far over to the left. I just wish I could had a visual on the airport. We're coming up on it right now. You see that? Oh, went too far. So we're only 7 out now. See, I don't think I'll be able to get the nav to work. Well, there it goes. Just gonna bring us around to the left. I'm gonna go ahead and this needs to be 187. I'm surprised we still haven't come up on the glide slope at all. At 6 miles out, we're below 3,000 feet now. You know what? I limited us to 3,000 feet. Unreal. That would be why we didn't. Go back up. There we go. Alright, 1 notch of flaps. Help us slow down. It looks like... Is that the runway? No, I think that's too far to the left. See, it's drifting more to the left. Only 5 miles out. Alright, we're at full flaps. See, we should be to the left according to this. I'm not sure why the nav isn't working. There is a runway right there. We're good on our speed, I'll tell you that. We have that going for us. Yaw damper off. Turn everything off. There we go. Whoops. Oh, bad approach. We're just freaking high. We could go to 18 right. But actually, let's go over to 18 right. It's closer to the buildings. And it's not like we've been assigned a runway, I guess. Not really supposed to just veer off runways like that, but now we're on the glide slope for this. But hey, we weren't assigned a runway. Alright, we're on the glide slope. Should have had full mixture. Dropping a little bit. Oh, weather update. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to... When you're below 2,000 feet, it's supposed to stop. So that it won't update. To prevent stuff like that while you're approaching the freaking airport. Alright. Speed's coming down. I don't want to drop too quick. Alright. Not too bad. Can Can we talk to ground, or are they going to be pissed? You didn't have permission. I wish I could have got that taxiway. We were going way too fast. Go ahead and retract the flaps. Don't tell me that's going to be like the only taxiway until the end of the runway. I hate airports like that. Should I talk to ground? I'm tempted to just do this by ourselves and just go wherever we want.
Calcutta ground. Cessna, request taxi to parking. Cessna, taxi to general aviation parking via taxi.
Alright, this...
Alpha. Taxiing to general aviation.
That's the taxiway
Echo Alpha.
that they said.
Cessna.
Alright. Get off the runway. Alright, get rid of that. Landing lights off, strobe off. Actually need to get our progressive taxi, I guess. Yeah, see, that's why I almost want to do it ourselves, because it's going to take us all the way down there, I'm betting, to the end of the airport. We shall see. We'll see if we pay attention to that or not. Well, plane. It feels heavy. Taking a little bit more to get her going. It's a different style airport, that's for sure. Architecture, which you would expect. Alright, see where this is the, it says it's at the end. Does it say Echo Alpha? It's Echo Alpha, and we're on Alpha. So it should just be down here at the end. So that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, we're on Alpha. But imagine, yeah, we'll be like right in there somewhere. See the fuel area, that building over there. Yeah, so maybe it was better that we actually changed runways. Got us closer to the buildings. That's always a good thing, I think. For me, yeah, you can see it's bending around there. Wish we could just parked at that building.
Cessna, hold position, caution, other traffic. Hold position, Cessna.
I hear ya. You also said that the airport was IFR. I didn't pay attention to that, so no reason to pay attention to you now. You can hold that other traffic. What is that object? Oh, it's a sign. I kept looking at it from far away. I was like, what is that? I thought we could just avoid that guy back from here.
Roger, Cessna.
Decided to avoid that truck by just come over to this one, because it looked like that taxi was just going to take us right through there. Oh, flashing. Oh, progressive taxi's back. Yeah, we'll just go straight here. Straight ahead. Sweet. We're in Calcutta. The next one, I think it will probably be Bangkok. I was just kind of looking at a map a little bit ago to decide where to go. Whoop. Parking brake is on. Taxi lights off. Cut the fuel. Shut down our avionics. Turn off the generator. Oh. The battery. Prop auto heat. Pitot heat. Nav. Beacon. Shut off these fuel selectors as well. We are fully shut down. Here in Calcutta, India. Not a bad flight. Kind of not appropriate on the approach. Switching runways, although we hadn't been assigned one, so I don't feel so bad about it. It was actually, set back, so it was actually a little better for us. But like I say, next stop I believe will be Bangkok. I've got some, I think I have, scenery for that. And I think we're going to try and hit up the Philippines, stuff like that. So I think I have some scenery that'll be good for us. I'm going to try to use. But that's going to be it for this flight. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.